What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about the early download for Season 4 Reloaded, some big surprises still on the way, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, from now until July 14th, code Dynamite has been boosted to save you up to 15% off any order over at Apex Gaming PCs. For those out there looking into getting into the world of PC, or for those out there that are transitioning from console to a computer to either play games on there full time, to create some content, then you can have the smoothest transition possible thanks to Apex Gaming PCs, who already offers up to 3 custom builds that we designed: Nuclear, Bombshell, and even Detonated. But you can also fully customize your own build from scratch and save hundreds of dollars off your order, and even get it shipped in under a good 2 weeks. You can also finance your PC for as little as $67 a month, which to me is incredible. Check out Apex Gaming PCs down below in this video's description. But last night I posted an emergency second video going over the breaking news that Modern Warfare 3, or COD 2023, is apparently being played right now by NBA athletes. They attended an event over in Las Vegas where they played an MW2 Warzone tournament, but got apparently an early preview or sneak peek, or got hands-on with the next Call of Duty installment coming this fall. That video is also linked down below in this video's description. But today's obviously Sunday, not much going on in terms of marketing or any major announcements for Call of Duty, but we did get the Death Wrap Devil Bundle for 2,000 COD points, featuring a Zero Operator skin, and then blueprints for a 5.56 Icarus and an SO14. The designs are pretty clean looking. The bundle also comes with a charm, decal, and animated emblem, but I'm not sure if it's exactly worth 2,000 COD points unless you guys really dig that operator skin. But again, this bundle did come out today. I'm not saying you have to buy it, I'm just reporting on it because it's a part of the news and not much has been happening this weekend. But with that being said, as of a couple of nights ago, PlayStation Size over on Twitter did report on the patch for Season 4 Reloaded that got added into the game's database. Now, if you're wondering how big the update's going to be, apparently it's going to be around 6 gigabytes in size, possibly even a bit bigger, give or take, depending on what platform you're actually on. It's usually around the same, give or take a gig or two for PS4 and PS5, but could vary a little bit for Xbox and even PC. When somebody out there asked his Twitter account how big the update was, he said it's considerably a bigger one, especially considering that this is a mid-season update, not a brand new season. So quite a bit could be added into the game, and we'll get into what those surprises could be in a second. But I think apart from content for Season 4 Reloaded that gets added into the update this time around, could also be some content that is already being put in there as a foundation for Season 5, which begins on August the 2nd. In terms of when you can actually download this patch, if you're on PlayStation, you should be getting a preload this upcoming Tuesday. Not sure exactly what time you'll get the preload. Sometimes it's later on in the evening, other times it's been early on in the day. It varies from time to time, especially with the game like Modern Warfare 2, which hasn't had the most consistent releases when it comes to preloads or some other seasonal marketing, but you should be getting that preload over on Tuesday. Xbox and PC will not get a preload at all, but when the midseason does begin on Wednesday, July 12th at around 9 a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern, that's when the update will become downloadable and installable on all other platforms. But if you guys had the preload downloaded on your PlayStation already, it'll then become installable while other platforms still have yet to download it. Now, it's about to get crazy though, since as I covered in a couple of previous videos, we're about to have the shortest gap between marketing for a midseason and the release of that midseason. I know Modern Warfare 2 has been a bit odd with midseason marketing, but Season 1, of course, got marketed on a Friday. Season 2's Reloaded got marketed on a Thursday, and Season 3's Reloaded got marketed on a Wednesday. And Wednesdays are usually the safe bets, like we see with every major title update and every major season. We're used to getting some major marketing an exact week before the content does drop, but mid-seasons have been handled a bit weirdly, and that's no different for Season 4 Reloaded, as again, we're about to be in the launch week of Reloaded and haven't gotten a single piece of promotional marketing yet for the update itself. So things are about to get nuts when Monday and Tuesday roll around. That's if the update is still scheduled for Wednesday. I'm gonna assume it is, considering the preload also just popped up. Monday and Tuesday we should be getting plenty of blog posts about the content and trailers probably alongside all those blog posts, and even some tweets. So there's gonna be a lot to cover over the next couple of days. Stay tuned here on the channel with notifications on to stay up to date with everything going on with Season 4 Reloaded. And all this, of course, should keep us going for the next couple of weeks until marketing already begins for Season 5. But I think another thing to consider, since this is just a mid-season update, is that maybe it's a bit bigger than what a few people expected, because they've also added in the apparent reveal event for Modern Warfare 3 inside of the game's files. And supposedly that reveal event's going to happen inside of Warzone. We haven't gotten a live Warzone event for many years. We obviously got a couple over in Verdansk, one that was for the reveal of Black Ops Cold War, one that was transitioning us from Verdansk to Verdansk 84, another one to reveal Vanguard. But after that, we didn't get any more live events in Warzone. I'm excited to see how much better the events could be inside of Warzone 2, since technology has, of course, drastically improved. The game isn't attached to Modern Warfare 19 like Warzone 1 was, which I believe limited them in terms of what they were able to do inside of Warzone. Warzone. So there's a possibility that we get a pretty decent scale type of event to reveal the new Call of Duty title. I'm really excited about it. Apparently it happens on August 1st, the day before Season 5 starts. So if they want to end Season 4 off with a bang, it makes sense that they added in some type of reveal event into the game's files with our mid-Season 4 update. So we'll have to wait and see exactly how that event is going to work. Keep you guys posted with that one. Now, aside from marketing that's about to get crazy, since we're about to get blog posts, trailers, the launch of a mid-season, then potentially a new Call of Duty reveal shortly after, right as another season is about to start, we could say as of right now, things are about to get crazy fast in terms of pacing for Call of Duty, as if we're going to get Season 5 and 6, those seasons don't start too far from now. So again, Season 5 begins on August 2nd, and if that's a 7-week season like Season 4 was, then that does mean that the season itself would end on September the 20th, and if that's the case, Season 6 perfectly fits in there from September 20th till potentially November the 8th, and you can get like a Halloween haunting event fit in there, and 2 days after November 8th is November the 10th, the rumored launch window of Call of Duty 2023. So there's about to be a lot of back-to-back-to-back launches, and we'll essentially eliminate these really weird drought periods that we've seen over the course of just about any Call of Duty schedule or any Call of Duty cycle. We're about to have a lot of things happening right after one another, and I think if anything, that's going to keep the momentum super strong for the franchise itself as we enter another new era for the series with what is apparently going to be a paid expansion, or what was originally a DLC year 2 that's being turned into a full-fledged title. Now, tonight's video is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan. If you're injured and don't know where to start, you can submit a claim in 8 clicks or less without ever having to leave the couch. Submitting a claim for an injury doesn't have to be a stuffy process. With Morgan & Morgan, there's no need for you to visit law offices and sit through timely consultations. You can submit a claim and have a lawyer review your case with only 8 clicks from your mobile app. Now, Morgan & Morgan is a 21st century law firm which has modernized the injury law process, making it so easy to submit your claim. You can submit your case details, sign contracts, upload documents, and medical records all from your cell phone. You can even text your attorney and legal team throughout the duration of your case. Submitting an injury claim after a car accident is a no-brainer. You have nothing to lose, and a firm like Morgan & Morgan can quickly determine if you even have a case. Don't overthink it though. Take action to protect your rights, and Morgan & Morgan will fight to get the compensation that you deserve. But with that being said, check out Morgan & Morgan with the special link down below in this video's description or the pinned comment, and thank you to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring tonight's video. I think, as I talked about in a previous video, when it comes to the Season 4 related DLC, there are a couple of things left on the roadmap that have yet to release that should be dropping either on July 12th or shortly after that launch window. But, you know, looking at the Activision data breach that apparently claimed we're getting 4 gunfight maps a season, we only got 2 this season thus far, so it's always possible 2 other gunfight maps did get added into this reloaded patch. But we know that we're at least getting a new 6v6 map, which is the Waterfront District from Vondel. That'll be added in right away on the 12th. But the crossover with the boys could even be more bigger than anticipated. Might be more than just operator bundles, might be something along the lines of a bigger challenge event. There could be some type of LTMs added in, and again, all that could make up for a somewhat bigger patch size for Season 4 Reloaded. Now, unless they're adding in the reveal event for Modern Warfare 3 with this patch, it's still a bit unknown what else is being added into Warzone. We're going to find out in the next couple days when the marketing begins, but as of now, according to the roadmap and the original blog post Season 4, we just know about the Occupation Scan public event returning from Warzone 1, apparently a new Easter egg quest that's being added into Vondel. It's unclear if that's tied to the boys crossover or not. It could actually be. And then we also have BR support along with a new Gulag being added into Vondel. But there's of course still a feature like Decontamination Station, which got marketed last season to release and just never did. So there could be some other surprises like that get sprinkled into this update to actually explain why it's a bit bigger than people out there could have expected. But also, like I said, some prep for Season 5 might have also been added into this update that's going to set up some really cool things that we're going to end up seeing inside of Warzone 2.0. Now, for those that missed my previous video where I went over this information, as of a good week or so ago, some gameplay did get posted early on Twitter of what the Gulag does look like inside of Vondel Battle Royale. Can't show you the footage on screen for obvious copyright reasons, but the footage is still available to watch over on Twitter, and I believe did get posted over on the Usual Suspects' Telegram account. Again, these folks usually post spicy content in regards to Call of Duty. I'm just safely covering it here in this video without showing anything on screen, but the Gulag is laid out exactly like the Gulag that we had over in Verdansk. So for those out there that want to see the return of Verdansk again and won't be playing Warzone Mobile, or just want to see a 1v1 Gulag laid out that way, you're going to have that when Vondel Battle Royale support does get added in on supposedly July the 12th. Also crossing my fingers for other secrets to get added and sprinkled across the map that we can hopefully find even in matches of DMZ. So we don't have to worry about the circle collapse or a bunch of sweats closing in on us while we're trying to hunt some Easter eggs or some cool secrets. But the last thing I'll end with is that Warzone Mobile is also set to have a mid-season 4 update at some point soon, as it went ahead and confirmed over on Twitter. A bunch of fixes and improvements, especially for graphical and performance issues on Android, are coming right up. Again, they could just save that for Season 5, which isn't that far away, but it looks like Warzone Mobile is still following COD 2.0 or just MW2 in Warzone by adding in big title updates right when the main games do. And as I covered a couple of days ago in my Raid 4 focused video, you could already get a preview of the 2 exclusive camos you can unlock by playing Raid Episode 4. You can preview those over in Warzone Mobile right now. So some things have already been added into Warzone Mobile that we weren't meant to see yet that are intended for Season 4 Reloaded of Modern Warfare 2. So wouldn't be surprised if a little bit more gets added in to kind of line up with the mid-Season 4 update overall. And for those out there wondering if we're going to get PC emulator support for Warzone Mobile, that would be fantastic, especially considering input-based matchmaking. It would make more sense so that people out there using an emulator, using keyboard and mouse, get matched with other players that are using that input, whereas if there's no emulator support, then it means people out there are going to be on their phones or iPads, while other folks they're playing against could be on SCUF controllers via Bluetooth or keyboard and mouse somehow if they can find a way to rig that one. But they went ahead and answered over on Twitter that that's not something that we would officially support since we are purely focused on supporting mobile devices. However, if you're on PC, might as well play Warzone or Modern Warfare 2 since progress carries over between all 3 titles. So that might change in the future. COD Mobile, of course, officially supported emulators, but that, of course, was handled by Tencent, whereas Warzone Mobile is handled in-house by Activision themselves. It's not a game that they outsource to somebody else across the globe. So we'll have to wait and see how Warzone Mobile does get handled, but I'm excited to get into more Warzone Mobile coverage in the next couple of months. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on our early download for Season 4 Reloaded popping up in the database as of a couple of days ago? Is that confirmation that July 12th is still the target release date for this content, despite marketing seemingly being delayed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.